Howdy hey, my name is Danny B and welcome to first video for my channel. This is all about that Disney life, and that is what I am, all about that Disney life. I do want to talk about how I became obsessed with Disney, and I know I'm not the only one, and I hope there's a lot of adults my age who are still obsessed with all things Disney. I've always been a fan of Disney. I've loved all the Disney videos ever since I was a kid. But as I grew up, I've always wanted to know more about Disney. And I think my interest grew when I started going to university. Just finding out all the little things about Disney, like how did this movie get made? What other voice actors have been a part of Disney works? What made Walt Disney come up with the amazing theme parks that we have, Disneyland, Disney World, and so on? What made Disney? Why did Walt Disney inspire and create such iconic movies and characters that we all still love to this day? I mean, this year is the 100th anniversary of Disney. That's insane. Disney and the world of things Disney have been around for 100 years. To think that some man started his studios back in 1923, it blows my mind. And I'm sure there are other people like you out there who are obsessed with all things that are Disney. But I hope that me talking about my love for Disney, it can inspire you guys to not hide your love for Disney, because you don't have to be a kid to enjoy Disney. You can be a full-grown adult and enjoy everything Disney. I mean, I enjoy everything Disney. I have, I call it a small collection because it is kind of small in my eyes, all about my passion for Disney. I mean, I had a Disney-themed wedding 2 years ago, and my husband was so supportive of my obsession and my love for Disney. And he also loves Disney. I didn't think I would find a partner who would love Disney as much as I do. And we had a Disney-themed wedding with everything Disney. We even went on our honeymoon to Disney World. And, well, by we agreed, I mean that I kind of said, we're going to Disney World whether you like it or not. But he still agreed to that. So what I want to talk about in my first video is what makes a true Disney fan, even when you're an adult. Number one, for me, you spend a lot of time doing Disney-related stuff, whether it be playing Disney games, which I do. I play Disney Magic Kingdoms on my computer, and I play Disneyland Adventures on my Xbox, and I have restarted the game. This is now my 4th time restarting that game and playing it, because I just love, and even though it's the same adventures over and over and over again, I still love playing that game, and it makes me feel like I am at Disney, so it doesn't feel so homesick in my eyes. Number 2, I always want to go back to Disney. I feel like any true fan, as soon as you come back from Disney, or it's been some months since you've gone to Disneyland or Disney World, you start thinking about your next vacation. Like, what can we do differently to make it better? My first trip to Disneyland actually was in 2016 when I was in my early 20s. Shocking, right? And for reasons, there was obviously cost-wise, because let's face it, Disney is not cheap, but it is still a fun experience. So my first time at Disney was in 2016. 3 years later, I went again in 2019. And like I said, the last time I went to Disney was 2 years ago in 2021 for mine and my husband's honeymoon. I always want to go back to Disney. And if I could, I would go to Disney every day. My husband and I have even talked about at least just going to Magic Kingdom for our anniversary, but there's got to be a time and a place for everything, and right now it's not the time to go, but I always feel like I want to go back to Disney. So number 3, you guys, true Disney fan will always stay up to date with everything that is happening with Disney. I know in Disney World right now, they tore down my favorite ride, Splash Mountain, and they are rebuilding it to a Princess and the Frog themed ride, Tiana's Bayou Adventures, I believe it's called. and that is perfectly okay. I mean, I understand the story behind Splash Mountain, which I'm not going to get into because it is wrong to talk about the history about Splash Mountain and the history behind the ride Splash Mountain, because that ride comes from the movie Songs of the South, which we are not going to get into because I don't want to be offensive. And so I know that Splash Mountain has come down in all of the Disney parks, Disney World, Disneyland. It is gone forever. And now Tiana's Bayou Adventures is going to be coming out in a couple of years. And if I ever get back to Disney, I'll see if I want to go on that ride. It's still what I am told and what pictures and things that I have seen online. It is still a log flume ride. It's still a water ride. They still kept the drops. And I've seen online graphic designs of what it might be. They still kept some of the stuff from the original Splash Mountain. They kept the briars that were in the briar patch around the roller coaster. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But this is what I've heard and this is what I've seen so far. They've just taken out all the characters from Songs of the South and they're completely changing it. And the storyline behind this ride is that it's a ride based on after the Happy Ever After that Tiana got in her movie. So hopefully it's still going to be an amazing ride. It's still going to bring a lot of joy and everybody just loves the drops. So hopefully I got like a feeling when it comes to those big drops, I have like a feeling of what scene it might be regarding Princess and the Frog. So there's that. So another point, number 4, to find out if you are a true fan, people will come to you for advice when it comes to their Disney vacations. That is true. I had a coworker a few months ago, and she was taking her family to Disney World for March break. And she came up to me because she knew I was obsessed with Disney. How did she find that out? Well, probably because I wear Disney shirts every day. I have a Disney purse. I have a Disney wallet. I have a Disney water bottle. I think I need help or therapy. Anyways, so she came to me and because she hadn't been there since she was a child herself. I'm not going to mention how long ago that was, but it's been a while since she was there. And she wanted my advice as to what is different. Like, what is different nowadays? Where can we go? What's the shortest wait times? And I told her basically my experience from my honeymoon during 2021. Now, during that time in 2021, those were during COVID times. So going to Disney World during COVID with a mask on, it was insane. And I promise, I think in a future video, definitely in a future video, I will be talking about my experience at Disney World in 2021 during COVID times. And I have videos and pictures of myself and my husband in masks and everything that has completely changed. But the feeling of being a child as soon as you enter the park, especially Magic Kingdom, that never fades. That never goes away. You feel like a big kid when you go to Disney, and that feeling will never go away. So if you are an expert on Disney and you have friends or coworkers who want to know what to do, how to make the best of their vacation, give some advice. Even if they don't ask for it, try to put your 2 cents in. Say, hey, how about you do this instead of this? Because I can guarantee you, I know how long of a wait times there are for the most popular rides. Like Haunted Mansion, my husband and I, because at that time, Genie Plus had just came into effect. They got rid of the Fast Pass lane. You could no longer reserve your spot for rides to get onto the Fast Pass. So they just came out with Genie Plus. I told my coworker, and I was honest, I said, like, when my husband and I went in 2021, the wait time for Haunted Mansion, it was a good hour and a half of a wait. And that's usually normal for some popular rides. Big Thunder Mountain, my husband and I didn't have a chance to get on Big Thunder Mountain because of the wait time. It was, again, an hour and a half. And for Peter Pan's ride, we didn't have a chance to get on Peter Pan's ride for the longest time because of the wait time. It was over an hour. So if you want to start with wait times, depending on what time you get to the park, that's also a big thing too. Everybody says you go for rope drop first thing in the morning, you get all the busy rides out of the way, and then you leisurely go through the less popular rides during the end of the day, which I agree. But my husband and I at the time, we did not want to go stinking early, and we just prioritized on what rides we wanted to go on. We decided to do the less popular rides, and then if we felt like it, And if we really had the patience, we would go and wait in that line, which we did, and we did get on to Haunted Mansion. We all got onto Splash Mountain, and that was a long wait time at the time. So there's that. So another sign that you are a true Disney fan, you have Disney stuff displayed all over your house, which I do. I have it basically all around our bedroom. And if you want to follow me on TikTok, my username is all about that Disney life. You'll see a video where I show you, and it's just a fraction of my Disney collection that I have out right now. There are other things packed away in boxes that I haven't even showed yet. And I haven't even put out because I can't find the space for it. I have a lot of Disney stuff. I have Disney figurines. I have Disney Lego. I have Disney stuffies. I have Disney ears. I have vintage Disney stuff that was gifted to me. Next tip to find out if you're a true Disney fan, you wear Disney clothing all the time. As I mentioned before, yes, I wear Disney shirts practically every single day. I am wearing one right now. It's the Little Mermaid. I have, majority of my clothing is all Disney. I have Disney shirts. I have Disney tank tops. I have Disney leggings. I have Disney pajamas. I used to have Disney socks for a long time and then went a bit too far because they kept getting holes in them and I kept wearing them all the time. So I had to get rid of them, which broke my heart. I have Disney sweaters. I have Disney purses, as I have said. I got majority of my Disney merchandise either from the Disney store when they used to have Disney stores in the mall, but then they got rid of them. So then you order the stuff on the Disney site, or I used to go to Hot Topic, or I find them at Walmart. You'd be surprised how much Disney stuff they have at Walmart. My sister was in the medical field. I used to get her Disney scrubs, and she thanked me for it because her favorite is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Her birthday and Christmas time, they're in the same month. So it's always easy to shop for her during that time because here's her birthday, here's some Nightmare Before Christmas. And Merry Christmas, here's some more Nightmare Before Christmas because I know how much you love it and I am a caring sister and I love you for it. But anyways, the next tip to find out that you are a true Disney fan, you get emotional when you see a Disney commercial. That is true because, like I said, I have not been to Disney World in 2 years. And every time I see a commercial for the Disney park or a Disney cruise, I don't cry, but I just go like, oh, I want to go back. Because I do. I want to go back to Disney. The next way to find out that you are a true Disney fan, you think about all the Disney trips that you have been on in your past experiences, which I have. I have thought about all the Disney trips that I have been on, especially when it came to planning next Disney trips. When we went the first time back in 2016, we were completely inexperienced, and we had a wonderful travel agency called Magical Dream Journeys who helped us plan our vacation. She is a fabulous, and I love her to death. And she not only planned our 2016 vacation, she planned our vacation 3 years later in 2019. And she remembered what restaurants we went to, what resort we stayed at, and did we want to stay at the same resort. First resort that we stayed at was Art of Animation, and we stayed in the Little Mermaid section because Little Mermaid is my favorite princess, and it was my first time going. Second time that we went to Disney World in 2019, we went and stayed at All Star Movies in the Fantasia section. What? Fantasia 2000. It is my favorite movie, and I feel like it is an unappreciated movie because Fantasia 2000 is just, I don't have words for it, but it's just amazing and artistic and beautiful. It's a treat for the eyes with the animation. It's a treat for the ears for the amazing music that you hear in the background. And my favorite story from Fantasia, and it appeared in both Fantasia movies, Fantasia and Fantasia 2000, The Sorcerer's Apprentice. That little section, that music, that story, it is my absolute favorite. And I will love that probably until the day I die. And then the third time I went to Disney in 2021, my husband and I then again stayed at All Star Movies because our travel agent through Magical Dream Journeys knew how much I loved Sorcerer's Apprentice. So she made sure that we got to stay there again, and I thank her for that. So I know I've talked a lot, And I hope that you've enjoyed listening to this first video. Like I said, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope I reach an audience where there are a lot of Disney fans like myself. What I hope to achieve from this video, I'm going to be talking about my experiences through Disney, all my Disney trips, maybe take you through a tour of my Disney collection and the story behind my collection, even possibly showing all of my Disney shirts. I don't know if we'll have enough time for that. But what I mostly want to find out is go on the journey with you and find out the Disney secrets of the movies. What I plan to do is find out trivia about all the Disney movies that I have watched. I'm not doing trivia about every Disney movie that Disney Studios has ever made, because that would take way, way, way too long. And I have not seen all of them. But she's a Disney fan, she hasn't seen them all? Ridiculous. I know, but that is my truth. I will be posting videos about trivia for the movies that I have seen. So, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If they still do thumbs up, I'm not sure. And I hope you have a zippity-doo-dah day, and thanks for watching. Bye!